Have you ever wanted to travel but you didn't because the flights and the hotels and the places to stay were too expensive? Well, good news. Today, I'm going to give you the top 4 budget-friendly travel apps so that way you can start saving and start traveling today. App number 1, the couchsurfing app. This app is really great. What it is you stay with somebody in the country, in the city that you're planning on going to. So you type in the city, let's say you type in Los Angeles, a bunch of list comes up of people that are hosting in that area. So you message them, say, hey, can I stay with you? And you get the approval. Not all of them are going to answer, but the ones that do answer, you get approval, and you go ahead and message them and you confirm the address. They give you some information, and when you go there, you stay in either their couch, in the living room, or you have your own personal room. Every time I use a couchsurfing app, I always filtered to where I had my own personal room, but that's completely up to you. And when you stay there, it's cool because you know somebody already in the city and it's a local, and you guys can go out, have a good time together, and really travel and really enjoy yourselves. And I really, really enjoyed the couchsurfing just because I knew somebody in the city and I had free accommodation. When I was in Switzerland, he had advertised the place was a mile away from the actual mountain, and I was going to be in like this dump basically. And turns out the day before he messages me, he just purchased a property, and I go to the house and it turns out it was on the mountain, and we were able to ski down. He gave me free ski rentals and lessons and took me all around the town, fed me breakfast, lunch, and dinner. It was an incredible experience. I'm still friends with him today, and he's more than welcome to come to my place whenever, and I'll treat him just as good. So I had nothing but great experiences also in Australia. So I definitely recommend to use the couchsurfing app. So go ahead and check it out. Now, the app number 2 is going to be the Hostel World app. I like this app when I was on a real big budget. You can find places for less than $1, right? In Thailand and third world countries, you can find some really cheap places. So it's really good if you want to do budget travel. What this is it's a dorm style living. So you can have 4 beds, you can have 24 beds, you can have all different types of living. And the more beds, obviously, the cheaper the cost because you're sharing the cost with more people. The only downfall is I stayed in a 4-bedroom in a 4-bed dorm, and you have early risers, you have night owls, they're talking on the phone, they're showering, they're doing different things. So you really don't get too much sleep when you stay in a hostel, but it's great because you meet a lot of people that are doing the same exact thing you're doing. So when I went to a city where I wanted to have fun, what I would do is stay in the hostel, but you could also get a 1 bed in a room. So I got that a lot, but I stayed around the hostel to where I could still meet people. So I had a great experience. I love Hostel World. I've used it plenty of times, and I'll use it plenty of more times. App number 3, Airbnb. Everyone's heard of Airbnb. It's a great app. I feel that it's not the cheapest, but it's the best value for what you're getting. I stayed in Bali, Indonesia, and I had the most incredible time. I had received basically, I went to Bali and I had a 5-bedroom house with a pool, green grass, a huge yard on the black sand beach, my own private beach, with an assistant, a chef, and a driver for $65 a night. So you can find some really great deals out there. Now, it's not $1 a night, but you can find some really, really phenomenal deals out there. And the only thing is the cleaning fees and things of that sort. But I've never had a bad experience because of the quality of the reviews and the research I've done. So I definitely recommend to use Airbnb. And when you're going in a big group, definitely use Airbnb. Both because you're saving money and also because you'll get the best value for your money. I really like this app for flying because you get really affordable flights. Now, what I would do is I would go on Skyscanner, type in the destination and the location, filter details, everything of that sort, and it would pop up the different options. And then I would go directly onto that airline site and book it directly with the airline. Now, I had bad experiences booking it on the Skyscanner app because it's a third party. So if I miss my flight or I have a problem with baggage, I have to contact Skyscanner. It's going to take forever, right? Which it did happen. I spelled my name wrong, and got hit with all these fees and stuff. So don't book it on the SkyScanner app. Go directly to use it to figure out what the cheapest airline is, then go directly to the airline, book it. I've also noticed that I've gotten more upgrades and I've been more beneficial when I booked it directly, because let's say I missed my flight or I couldn't make it in time, they'll push it to the next flight. So it's very easy, and it's very easy to use the SkyScanner app, and I've literally used it every single time. So there you go. Those are the couchsurfing, the Hostel World, Airbnb, and SkyScanner. Now, I go over all of this great information and more in my book, How to Become an Experienced Traveler in One Day. I give you 20 extremely helpful tips. It's an easy read. You can knock it out in one day. So go ahead and head over and grab a copy. And if you'd like all this information, hit the subscribe button and leave a comment below of what else you would like to hear from me. Thank you. Talk to you soon.